Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. Gary Simmons, co-creator of the Quantum Living Process, a shadow work program, or as I describe it, an Awarapy system. If you're here today, chances are you're feeling the call for something deeper, something more grounded, more whole, and more integrated than what traditional paths have offered. We live in a time of immense transition. Many of us are moving from a life centered in achievement and productivity into one of reflection, purpose, and inner transformation. Yet along this journey, we often find ourselves burdened by old wounds, limiting beliefs, emotional pain, addiction, depression, or simply a nagging sense that something essential is missing. That's where the quantum living process, or QLP, comes in. The QLP is a spiritually rooted, psychologically sound, and neurologically informed system of healing. And it's complemented by a practice that I call Awarapy, a unique form of shadow work that is not therapy, but is profoundly therapeutic. You might be wondering, how is Awarapy different from therapy? Unlike traditional therapy, which is often based in diagnosis and symptom management, Awarapy doesn't treat you as someone who is broken. Instead, it invites you to explore emotional pain as a signal, a portal, a message from the deeper self. Rather than looking for a fix, Awarapy teaches you to become aware. Aware of your triggers. Aware of the reactive identities you've developed in childhood. Aware of how you project your past into the present moment. It's an invitation to stop trying to manage your pain and start learning from it. And the beautiful part, you don't need a therapist to do this work. The quantum living process is self-directed. It provides a structured process that allows you to walk yourself through your own healing. You become your own guide, your own witness, your own inner healer. The process is grounded in the understanding that beneath our conditioned patterns lies wholeness. And through the QLP phases of self-inquiry, reflection, and integration, we come to remember that wholeness again and again. For those of you who have worked with internal family systems, or IFS, you'll find resonance here. Internal family systems model talks about our parts: wounded exiles, productive managers, reactive firefighters. QLP honors these internal structures too, but it works on a more energetic and identity-based level. It helps dissolve the stories we live from, not just manage the characters within them. Now here's where it gets really exciting. The quantum living process becomes especially powerful when paired with the enhanced neuroplasticity that occurs during a psychedelic experience. Psychedelics like psilocybin, LSD, and ayahuasca have been shown to increase brain flexibility. They temporarily quiet the ego, soften the walls between parts of the brain, and allow deeper truths and insights to emerge. But here's the thing, neuroplasticity is a window, and what you do with that window determines whether change actually takes root. That's why integration is everything. And that's where the QLP shines. The QLP supports the full arc of the psychedelic journey: preparation, the journey itself, integration, and embodiment. During preparation, it helps to clarify intentions and meet your triggers with awareness. During the journey, it anchors you in presence. And in integration, it becomes a structure for making meaning of what was revealed, so the experience doesn't just fade away, it transforms you. With consistent practice, this isn't just a tool, it becomes a way of life, a way of seeing, being, and responding to reality. That's what we mean when we say mastery through awareness. In this sense, QLP is like mental and emotional yoga. Over time, it conditions the nervous system to return to coherence, the mind to return to spaciousness, and the heart to return to compassion. Mastery is also about fluidity. It's the ability to meet complex or painful situations without collapsing into old defenses. Those who practice QLP consistently report a deepening sense of authorship, of being able to create rather than react, to respond with wisdom instead of fear. This isn't achieved through willpower, but through cultivating the internal muscle of observation and repatterning. Psychedelics temporarily open the window to transformation. QLP teaches you how to walk through it with intention and how to keep the door open long after the journey ends. Mastery means you recognize that every emotional trigger is an invitation to heal. Every uncomfortable moment is an opening, and every reaction holds the seed of a new response. This is more than just self-help. This is spiritual evolution. It trains your nervous system, clears your mind, and opens your heart to live more fully from your essence, not from your wounds. And over time, it becomes your default way of being. You shift from role to soul, from reacting to creating, from surviving to thriving. In a world overwhelmed with complexity and emotional fragmentation, the quantum living process offers a sacred map for returning to wholeness. It's not an escape from suffering, but an invitation to transform suffering into insight, an insight into empowered action. It honors the body's wisdom, the heart's truth, and the soul's longing for coherence. Whether used alone with psychedelics or alongside other healing modalities like IFS, QLP represents a new paradigm, one where healing is not something done to us, but something awakened within us. What makes the QLP uniquely powerful is its integration of spiritual principles, neurobiology, and personal agency. It's not about fixing what's broken, but reclaiming what has always been, your wholeness. It trains the individual in mastery, not just of a method, but of their own awareness, so that no matter what arises in life, it becomes a doorway into deeper presence, peace, and alignment. In synergy with neuroplastic and expansive states induced by psychedelics, the QLP becomes a blueprint for conscious evolution. It stabilizes insight, deepens integration, and opens a path of embodied authenticity. For those ready to explore their inner terrain with intention, courage, and grace, the quantum living process provides not just tools, but a transformational path that empowers lifelong change. For more information about the QLP, upcoming programs, or to inquire about fees and participation, please contact me directly at drgarysimmons@gmail.com. Thank you for taking time to be here. Your healing matters. Your presence matters. And your journey towards wholeness is sacred.